Stephen, I promise I will not call you Dow this time, okay? So, I'm just quickly running over your bolt. We're going to test fire it. Although I have already done a number of times. It's just that I'm doing a film for you. And then he said straightening his hat and his glasses. Okay, little lad. I'm going to lube it. We're just going to show you how to lube, okay? I'll let you know how to bloody lube, but of course there'd be other people watching the film that don't. So we have a little peanut-sized blob. This Teflon stuff is so good, you don't need a lot of it. Plus, you don't want any lube in your arrow. So we're just quickly going to do the O-rings, bish bosh, like that. In fact, this lube doesn't really start working until it disappears. But, blah, 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 blah. So then we'll slide our bolt on. Okay, lovely. I'm going to take a tiny little bit and we're going to do the sow O-ring. This is this one. Now the O-ring, you see I've got two colours there. You see that black one? That is your bump stop, right? Now, how hard you set that bump stop affects how the gun kicks, right? So you can have a really soft jelly, 15 on there, and you'll get a really soft hit to the gun. You put a hard O-ring on there, you'll get a little bit more recoil. Oh, look at me, look. Rock and roll, man. Yeah, so just bear that in mind. It's another thing that affects what players like to call kick. I personally, after sort of shooting, you know, like firearms and stuff, I can't say I've ever had a paintball gun that recoils, but there you go. So I've just put what was left of that residue on the bolt. We're now going to slide on our can. This is so incredibly polished, this can. This is my Chaos can. I'm going back to this entire design. It just works so well. Then what we want to do, because remember, there's O-rings inside here, right? There's O-rings inside the can. Okay, now obviously I've put lube on the bulb. On the bulb, as I push that bolt in, the O-rings act like windscreen wipers on your car window, and they wipe the lube off. So we want to get that lube back in there, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take a bit of splosh, and put that splosh on the bolt there, and then we're going to push it down and twist it. And we're going to do the same up here. I'm going to let that come forward and twist it. I'll make sure I've got O-rings inside this can. I've got so many cans on the table here, I may have picked up the wrong can. Oh no, that's absolutely fine. Right, lovely. Okay, so that's all lubed. It's all over me bloody hands as well, by the way. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to gas and fire this. Remember, I've already fitted the O-rings. Remember that, good tip, when you're pushing this can in place, I keep disappearing out sharp, I'm going to duck down. Oh, quack, quack. No, it's polyester. Duck down. Duvet? No? Okay. Hard crowd. When you push this in, the first O-ring you can sort of lever in, that's fine. The second one, just watch the O-rings and just make sure they don't pinch. That last one, always, yeah, you see it pinches. So what you want to do is take your finger, press it on top of the O-ring, just keep it there as you slide the assembly in, right? Job done. Right, so let's just gas this up. This gun is set for a different setup. Let's see what happens. We're eyes off. Ooh, that's much louder than the setup I had in here before. That's just the difference in that bolt and cam. I'm going to try a few different combinations as well. So we'll take that one out. Now I can tell by the volume of what was going on there what's going to happen with that. Now I'm getting all these bloody parts mixed up here. Alright, that's the kit. Now I've got Luxes, I've got so many Luxes in at the moment. Funny enough, I've got two Geos and an Eclipse as well. But what would I know about Geos? Such a fucking gun. Oh, I said punk. It's all over my sheets, isn't it? Yeah. So if I should go get the punk, where is it? all over the sheets, isn't it, Kev? So let's just try this one. This is this bolt always feels really tight, and it is a very tight fitting bolt. Yeah, see? So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because this is my green one, my brown one. This is for my brown gun, the poo gun. I'm just going to use this one, which is for this silver and red gun. Oh, it's getting confusing now. But my brown gun is set up completely different to any other Luxe. It would be because it's my gun, you see. So I just want to try these parts with the proper silver and red parts, because these are all matched. I've aligned all the centres, etc, etc, etc. What's that? Get out of there. Like a fly on the thread. There's a fly. See what this one sounds like. Oh, yeah. Oh. Now that is so much slicker. Straight away I can feel how much slicker. There'll be different centres on this. We're getting into machining terms there, so I'm going to keep out of that for now. And as you notice that first shot sounds exactly the same as all the others, right? And another little present I've got for you, Steve. You're going to be my new tester. Use my new tester, boy. Hey, boy. I do, because we were talking about your use of brittle paint, right? So what I have, when I was doing all the think tank for various different companies, I like making that little reference. Here's a bolt, and what it has an O-ring just inside the tip. So what this means is, this touches the paint, there's no metal to gelatine contact. The paint is going to ride this lovely soft bit of rubber. Now this rubber doesn't stay in there forever, but well, the one on mine is still going good, and I've shot about 10 boxes out of that one. I know it's still in there. I think it's all down with the super glue you have when you put this O-ring, and it is. What I've done is I've just machined back the 3 dividers. Once I've machined them back, I've then gone in, I've made a little tool, and then I've machined in an O-ring groove. And then what I've done is I've degreased it all. Very, very important. This has to be incredibly clean when you go to stick your O-ring in. If there's even a hint of grease, it will not stick. You will think it's stuck, and it will come out within your first 100 shots. But rubber, cyanol, metal, rubber, cyanol, super glue to you. Rubber, super glue and metal, they'll love each other as long as there's absolutely no grease. And that also involves degreasing the O-ring, because to get the O-ring out in the mould at the factory, when they're making the O-rings, they use a wax or a grease-based releasing agent. And that makes the O-rings, they don't like to stick to anything once they've done that. So you've got to degrease the O-ring in the bolt, put your new O-ring in. And this is just a plumber's O-ring, it's nothing special. I just bought a box from what would be Walmart. I fucking love Walmart. And that's just in there, it's just glued in place. So you're getting that as a freebie. Yes, damn, my tester. That. So I'm going to get this all out to you today. And I know, Annie, this is yours. It will be going in the post today. It's just it's here, and I've got a lot of films to do. I'm just waiting for my gas engineer to come fix my boiler. Anyway, so until next time, we'll see you later. Captain Kirk here, signing out. We come in peace. Shoot the kill. Ta-da. Bye-bye.